Jaya Javam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivatakacharya Ashtatra Sasri His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Javam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivatakacharya Ashtatra Sasri His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj Ki प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की वृंदावन धाम की मथुरा धाम की नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की गंगा माई की यमुना माई की भक्ति देव तुलसी महाराज की समावेद भक्तवृंद की all glories to assembly devotees all glories to assembly devotees all glories to assembly devotees all glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya 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 Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2. Someone would like to have German translation. The class will be in English. If someone needs German translation and also Russian translation, 1, 2, 3. Can we arrange both the translations? Yeah. Where is the Russian translation happening? Okay. Okay. Hare Krishna. So maybe we'll arrange translations. The class will be in English, and yeah, we'll add some Hindi if I can speak. If I need, then I'll also switch to Hindi, so that we have 4 translations going on. Reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 2, the content of Gita summarized, verse number 59. Oh, it's in English already? Okay. Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehina rasavajjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehina rasavajjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehina rasavajjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate. Prabhus. Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehina rasavajjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate.
Vishaya vinivartante
niraharasya dehina
rasavajjam rasopyasya
param drishtva nivartate. Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehina rasavajjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate. Vishaya, objects for sense enjoyment, Vinivartante, are practiced to be refrained from. Niraharasya, by negative restrictions. Dehinaha, for the embodied. Rasavarjam, giving up the taste. Rasaha, sense of enjoyment. Api, although there is. Asya, his. Param, far superior things. Drishtva, by experiencing. Nivartate, he ceases from. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Though the embodied soul may be restricted from sense enjoyment, the taste for sense objects remains. But ceasing such engagements by experiencing a higher taste, he is fixed in consciousness. Purport. Unless one is transcendentally situated, it is not possible to cease from sense enjoyment. The process of restriction from sense enjoyment by rules and regulations is something like restricting a deceased person from certain types of eatables. The patient, however, neither likes such restrictions nor loses his taste for eatables. Similarly, such restrictions by some spiritual process like Ashtanga Yoga in the matter of Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, etc. is recommended for less intelligent persons who have no better knowledge. But one who has tasted the beauty of the Supreme Lord Krishna in the course of his advancement in Krishna consciousness no longer has a taste for dead material things. Therefore, restrictions are there for the less intelligent neophytes in the spiritual advancement of life. But such restrictions are only good until one actually has a taste for Krishna consciousness. When one is actually Krishna conscious, he automatically loses his taste for pale things. Om Ajnanatimidandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kathamahim Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalan Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Ishaka Anvitam Navam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namne Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashtyate Desatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. I once again welcome everyone for this Sunday feast program. We call it as Love Feast. This is the place where we share love with everyone. Why? Because we are able to inherit this love from the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna, who is the reservoir of pleasure. And I'm very, very happy to see you all. Especially, since few months I was not here, but seeing you, it enlivens me. Let me know when I can start. Is the Russian translation going fine? Can someone raise hand? Oh, I should ask in Russian. The same thing for German. Übersetzung funktioniert? Deutsche Übersetzung ist klappt. Gut. Geht. Okay. Vishaya vinivartante. Vishaya means which is connected to the material world where we are living. What are the symptoms of the material world is, it is said that this world is temporary. How many of us accept it? Can raise your hands. How many of say that this world is permanent? Can you raise your hand? Let's hear why. Warum?
Das Universum wieder immer wieder neu erschaffen.
Neu erschaffen.
Neu erschaffen.
Yeah. It's again created. Who was that? Who also say it's permanent?
It also depends how do you describe world.
How do you see as permanent? Maybe you can share that.
Say looking at the timeline of this, basically we have it's like millions of years.
Okay.
So I think I would say it's at least not something to say temporary. It's still very long time.
So if science is saying that after a few light years the world will be doomed, so you don't agree?
I agree with that, but I would still say that would still be a world.
What kind of world it will be?
That what we can say.
We can't say. Maybe scriptures can say. We can take the light from there. Someone else in the back? Someone else? Yes, please.
I don't know.
You don't know. Yeah, that's third option, right? Nice. It is said that the material world is dukkhalayam ashashvatam. Ashashvatam means it is temporary. And not only that, it is dukkhalayam. We know alaya means a place. Yeah? When we say devalaya means a place where the Lord resides. Grandhalaya is a place where the books are kept, library. So dukkhalayam, who wants to be in dukkhalayam? Anyone? Inspired? Dukkhalayam, who wants to be there? कौन रहना चाहता है दुखालय में? हाथ उठाए. सुखालय में कौन रहना चाहते हैं? आनंद निलय में कौन रहना चाहते हैं? Who wants to stay in the happiest place in the world? The only thing is the world is not here. We have to do something to go there. Just like we thought, okay, the village life is not happy, let me go to city. And after going to city, we thought, okay, let's go to metropolitan city. And after metropolitan city, we are going to cosmopolitan city. And after that, we don't know where to go. We are going to Mars. We are going to where are the rockets going these days? Always. We have still so many planets to cover, isn't it? Planets. I'm sorry. I'm going with the flow. You can stop. So the spirit or the living entity is always looking to find a better place, hoping that that world will be permanent. Hoping. And some believe that yes, it is permanent. The true lies in, as you already said, it's perspective. No, the truth is the material world exists forever. So if we like to be here, we can stay here forever. The only thing is we have to change our body from this form to some other else. Yeah, there are so many species of life. So it is possible that we can also stay in this forever. Because the Lord is saying, if you want to enjoy without me, no worries. I create the world so that you can enjoy. And since time immemorial, we are being trying. Once in this life, now we are here, but we have been having so many lives before. It's very interesting. This is a topic in itself called reincarnation. And the reincarnation is based on our desire and our karma. I think most of the religions, we accept what is karma. What we do, we have to face. जो भी हमारे ज़िंदगी में होता है, उसका कारण कुछ है. क्या है? हमने कुछ खोदा है, हमने कुछ क्रिएट किया है ताकि वो हम इस लाइफ में भुगतना पड़ रहा है. Same thing in Hindi, so no need to translate. लेकिन हमको ये आश्चर्य होना चाहिए कि हम अक्सर दुखी पाते हैं. So we often see that we ourselves are in distress. We may think that I'm happy because if this gentleman is asking how are you, my natural reaction is I'm not happy. But what should I say? I am fine. Isn't it? So if one is very, very serious, if one is really, really serious to really go to that place where we belong to, where we'll be very happy by nature, we should understand that we have to give up the place where we don't belong to. If someone is giving you $1 million to go to Russia, to Russia, or to Ukraine, or to Israel, we don't go. Why? We know those places are places of suffering at the moment. Isn't it? Even if you want to be happy, no, the people who bombard, they don't want to be there. It is the other countries who say,
perhaps some say, okay, I can go there.
Yeah, they can go, but very soon they will change the mind. Isn't it? We don't want to choose a place where we suffer. But somehow, interestingly, we choose this place thinking it is pleasure. Just like as you said, people want to go and see, explore, right? Day before yesterday, we were talking about curiosity. We are very curious why this world is like this. How many of us are very curious? No one? Few? How many of us want to try, even if there is some risk? I try. Try this curious thing, okay. No, I get it. Isn't it? Otherwise, life is very boring, isn't it? If there is no curiosity, what are we going to do? We need something very interesting. Even a child, we can see so curious, he starts doing everything. We think, hey, is he crazy? We sometimes see a child is putting the finger into the fan. Very curious. What is going to happen? Amazing, right? We know what happens. So curiosity kills. So we are very, very curious to find the world, the limits of the world, limits of ourselves. And in this curiosity there is a risk. And when we know the risk, the bigger the risk, some people are thrilled, right? Some people will feel thrilled. And it's very dangerous. Here it is said that if we want to be happy, we should use our curiosity in a disciplined way. How to use it in a proper way? When we refer the scriptures say what is reality and what is illusion. What is illusion is Vishaya. It is illusion, Maya. Can we drink water from mirage? Mirage. Someone is curious to find water in mirage? No? No, right? We know the fact. Why? Because we already have tried it or someone told it. There is no water in mirage. Yeah. So, searching happiness here is something like searching happiness or water in the mirage. It appears, but it doesn't. Why? Scriptures are very clearly saying. And it is said that unless one is transcendentally situated, it is not possible to cease from such enjoyment. We are being promised in many ways that this life is going to be the best life for enjoyment. How many of us believe and wake up every day in the morning? What about others? We tried already, it didn't work, so we gave up. Huh? Maybe kids can be very enthusiastic. Hey, no. Our old generation didn't know the formula of happiness, how to squeeze happiness in this world. But you know, we will change it. In 21st century is our generation. We will make sure that we'll be happy forever. And we are trying. Of course, we were also kids. We also had such passion. And now we come to reality. And interesting is, after we realize what are we doing, हमको पता चल गया यहाँ पे खुशी नहीं है, मतलब है लेकिन जो चाहिए वैसा नहीं है. What are we doing? क्या कर रहे हैं हम जब हमको पता है यहाँ पे आनंद नहीं मिलने वाला? एक ऑप्शन है ट्राई कर रहे हैं. One option is we are still trying to be happy, right? We are still trying that there is a way, there is a way. Someone told to go east, I am going east. Someone told to go west, I am going west. These are the two, right? Two ends. Either east people come to west, west people go to east, but no one is happy. The only two are left, south and north. But people also tried north. North is for us Russia, okay? Or Antarctica, whatever you see. In the whole world, which direction we go, still people are struggling to be really happy. One may say, no, that's nice. They are working their way to be happy. No, we are trying to meet what is possible and then compromising that this is happiness. Yeah? If you go and talk to anyone who is the most successful billionaire, ask him, are you successfully happy? How happy are you? Maybe I don't have access to such billionaires. If you see newspapers, we see how much depressed rich people are, after all. That shows that whatever we think that if it's money, money is not going to do with the job. Are we thinking about people? Do we think that people will keep us happy? No. The level of greed that is growing in the world will never keep us happy. Because everyone wants to take from us, not to give us. Right? Isn't it? No, come on. There are some nice charity, philanthropic, social organizations which want to give. They only are thinking of giving. Yes, they are searching happiness by giving. So in fact, they want happiness, that's why they are giving. As long as we are in this cycle of being happy by giving, there is always a chance that the other person doesn't reciprocate, right? You want to give the best facilities to them. After they are successful, they kick you with left leg and then they go. You will try one more time. You will try one more time, and after 3-4 times you think, oh, it's gone. I am not going to be happy with people because I invested so much time and money and what all, but it's not giving me happiness. Why? As long as we are searching happiness in this material world with whatever we are getting, we will not going to be happy. Now the problem is bigger. After we understand that this world is not the place, and if I want to go to some other world, there are still some temptations, isn't it? Right? Still there is a hope. After all, I know a lot about this world. Why should I go and start everything from scratch in a different world? I have my family, I have my people. I know they are not always with me. I don't know. They always will be with me. But still I hope that they will be. If not, okay, I'll find something else. So this hope is there. How many times this hope failed? Many times. It didn't work. We are trying again. Will it work? No. It won't work. And meanwhile, we have great attachment to this world. Vishaya vinivartante. How many of us suffered at least once with bad health? Only few are there. Others are lucky. They didn't realize. We know how pandemics come. It doesn't just fall from sky. It's man-made, right? People always blame the Lord, right? Hey, Lord created all problems. COVID, I think we take credit for us. We did it. And when we do, see what happens. What happens? Lockdown. When we take things in our control, then what happens? Lockdown. So here we see that we have to understand when this is not the world, we have to go to some other world. But how can we go when we have a lot of attachment? If someone is saying, this is classic example, I want everyone to be very attentive. This is a nice survey question. If the Lord, Hare Krishna everyone with me, Hare Bol. Let's say if the Lord appears in front of you because He is very pleased with your service and is saying, I want to take you with me to my spiritual world. How many are ready to go now? Are you ready when you have to leave your kids? Who is ready to leave your kids here? Yeah, some people are lucky, they don't have kids at all. They're even happy to leave the kids. Why you want to go? Can't you ask Lord, hey, please stay with me? Then you have everything. You have your family, you have the Lord as part of your family. Isn't it so nice? No, we want to escape from here. That's the trick. After we go there, we don't know whether we will be with Bhagavan. For now, we have to bhag here. We have to live here from this place. But I'm saying, it's not as easy as we raised our hands in a fraction of a second. Especially for Mataji's, immediately so many dots. Oh, it's a big puzzle. Let me not solve it. And for men, it's very easy. Oh, it's an escape. No, it's not easy. When the Lord is saying, if you come with me, you have to be according to the laws of spiritual world. Now we will ask the same question. How many of you want to go with the Lord if He is inviting you to His world? Which means you have to sacrifice your sleep because you have to get up early in the morning. Hands down. Yeah, because what are we going to do there? Are we going to sleep there? Because it's suffering here, let's have a nice... What about food? What is your favorite food? Oh, what? Just imagine you won't get there. No chance. Huh? Prasad you get, but after working. Huh? Not like here. Huh? I appreciate we ask this question every day, and then we understand our reality, where we are. But the fact is that we are here itself proves that we are not yet ready. At least I am not ready, that's why I am here. If the Lord is coming in front of me and is asking, hey, come, let's go. Please give me some time. I need to practice. What I need to do? Practice. What is the practice? Of purely engaging in devotional service. There is no other newspapers to read there. It's not about what government comes, what government falls. It's not about what sports. No other channels. What we like here. The channels that run there are totally different. Where it is said every step is a dance. Come on, we are not even dancing here. What do we do there? Every word is singing. I have a very bad voice. Are we ready? Do we want to be ready? How many of us want to be ready? Some hands are still hanging. Not sure. What? How many of us want to have a unlimited, uninterrupted bliss in our life? See, for this hands raised very quickly. I'm just checking who is sleeping, who is not. But that translates into one thing. If at all we want uninterrupted, eternal, unlimited bliss, that is possible when we are in the association of the Lord and His devotees. Why? Because they have it and they can give it. Why? Because by nature a devotee is always compassionate and want to give, not take. Always want to give and not take. Why? Because the devotee is training himself how to render service. And when someone is rendering service, what are we doing? We also render service. Just imagine when everything is giving, how nice it is. But it's not so easy because we have been training ourselves for many lifetimes and even in this life of taking. If you go to any club, what are you going to ask there? Tell me what am I getting in this club, right? No? I don't know if someone joined any clubs or any institutes or any societies, any organizations. The first question is, I am going to check what am I getting here, isn't it? And then all these organizations say, we give that, we give this, we give so many things. We go there and then we know what happens. We don't get it and then we leave. The one and only organization or community which is strongly on the principle of giving is the organizations which are rendering devotional service. Why? Because we experience bliss. No, come on, who is saying? If I am serving, it's so much pain, right? But we see that because the Lord is pleased, we are ready to take the pain. Even whether we like or not, whether we are happy or not, we want that the Lord is happy. And because the Lord is seeing that He is doing everything for me, then I will give you that bliss. That's why you see how blissful is this Prabhu's face, shining. Especially his tilak. See how nice. See the Mataji is there, she is always smiling. Why? Because we enjoy by serving. We enjoy by serving. If we don't serve, I remember, where is your papa? His Holiness Gaur Govind Maharaj, if he doesn't get a chance to speak, he doesn't even eat that day. He thinks, what life I have? If I'm not giving others, what kind of life I'm leading? This life is waste. So he used to fast that day. He used to not eat at all. That is the taste of devotees. But how can we go that level? To that level is mentioned in this verse. In this verse, if we remember, our life will change for all good forever. What is that? Though the embodied soul may be restricted from sense enjoyment, I think we tried enough times. We tried to do, how many have taken yearly resolutions? January 1st. How many? No one. See, young people do it. Old people are used to it. We know what happens. You know? You don't know? I know. It doesn't work. Isn't it? We take so many resolutions, like from January 2025. It is still, we have some time, right? Because until then we can sleep. From January 1st, 2025, I am going to get up early morning. Early morning means can be anything. Yeah, it can be 7 o'clock, it can be 8 o'clock, it can be 9. No one is committing Brahma Muhurat, right? If it is Brahma Muhurat, then we have a problem. Why? Because we are so much attached to our comforts. But what is the hope? The hope for such people like me is mentioned here. But seizing such engagement by experiencing a higher taste, he is fixed in consciousness. How can we give up when we get something very, very higher? Just like Abhijit Prabhu is a fan of smoking. I don't know. I don't think so. He likes smoking. But I'm saying now I have the best in the world. What will he do? He'll give up his all, local made, and then he embraces the best in the world, right? The best cigarette in the world. I don't know what is it. Even he doesn't know. Isn't it? We will give up automatically. I'm saying here he booked a all-inclusive package for this summer to go to Maldives. All-inclusive package in 2-star hotel. I am saying someone is saying, hey, no, I have 5-star hotel facility for you. What are you going to do? No brainer, right? What are we doing? Maldives, all inclusive for 1 week. Oh, 5-star hotel. Nothing can beat. What we will do? We will kick with our left leg, 2-star hotel. But then the 5-star hotel is saying, hey, there is some change. There is small change. What you have to do is, you have to work. That's painful. How many of us will still aim for 5-star? Raise your hands. This is a psychology test. No. We see the benefit of 5-star hotel. That's why we want to work. We can work. 5-star with all stars in the sky. Isn't it? We are ready to pay for it. So when we understand the world where we will go, which is all Sat Chit Anand, that is the state of that world. What are we going to do? We are ready, okay. Some sadhana, it is okay. We can give up automatically the 2-star. Whatever we are thinking now is blissful. We tend to think it's okay, we can give up. So what we should do is mentioned here. Ashtanga Yoga, we may know there is this Yama and Niyama. Yama and Niyama are regulating how we should lead our life. very early wake up. Rishabh Prabhu, you're hearing? Yeah, I mean, we are very good in meeting these timelines, getting up early in the morning. So waking up very early, eating in time, going to bed in time, not talking, which is false, being truthful, Satyavad, not talking false. There are so many rules and regulations. The moment we think about so many rules, are we going to do it? Too much. You want to do it? Thank you. Join our club. But then if we say, okay, don't worry, there is other ways you can still manage, you can still achieve the goal. We say, hey, it's so nice. I can enjoy what I'm doing. At the same time, I can also achieve a higher goal. It is said, though in this world, pranayam has become very famous, the immediate next one is pratyahara. That is very difficult. If someone is saying for good health, do pranayam, everyone will be ready. Yes. What about pratyahara? Pratyahara means to not take what is not good for you, to give up. Ahar means something that we take. It is not just food. Ahar is something that what we are taking through our eyes, by seeing whatever we are seeing, by hearing what we are hearing, by touching what we are feeling. All this what we are taking, pratyahara is negating that. Very difficult. That's why people na yoga schools, at the most they go till pranayam. They don't tell yama niyama because no one will come to the yoga studio. They don't tell asana is okay. Yeah, it's pranayam is still okay because sitting is easier than doing all the bending postures. But when it comes to pratyahara, it's too much. But here is a trick of how to practice pratyahara. Very, very, very easy. Very easy even in this age, even this time. What is it? By engaging in higher activities. For example, when we come to temple, we automatically forget all those things, right? Whatever we have been thinking, how to make a billion, how to make a trillion, how to sleep a lot, all these things we forget for a while. We press the pause button, isn't it? When we are here, are we still worried about it? No. Here we come, we enjoy the great life of kirtan, singing and dancing, and the best part is prasadam, serving the devotees. We forget. And if we can make our life like that, if we make this life like that, then what happens automatically? We don't have time for other things. And when we don't have time for other things, we say usually bhakti is not linear. Bhakti is exponential. If we spend little time in bhakti, we don't have to think, oh, bhakti is too complicated. Bhakti is very simple. Initial investment is the best. If we invest now, then rest assured, the Lord is going to take the remaining. I don't know if you are in a company's Krankan Physician, that you keep something from your side and the company also keeps something. And then automatically double, right? So I think social security also, right? Social Physician out. See? And here also, we come one step to the Lord, and the Lord is coming not one step like the company is here, He is coming 100 steps close to us. So nice, right? And the good thing is our steps are small, but the Lord's steps are quite big. So it's only the initial steps that we take, and then we can very nicely accelerate and excel in bhakti. What is the trick here? But one who has tasted the beauty of the Supreme Lord, Krishna, in the course of its advancement in Krishna consciousness, no longer has a taste for dead matter. At the moment our taste is so strong, we don't want to do anything. But when we engage in Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, then automatically all the other things will go. disappear. We can see so many devotees here. What is happening in our life? If we just check 1 year back, 2 years back, 3 years back, who are we and what are we now? That is itself a great proof. That gives us faith, that gives us confidence that bhakti really works. Krishna is really working for us. Srila Prabhupada ki. Thank you very much. I don't know, we have privilege for questions, but let's see. Does someone have something to add? Correct, comment? Any questions? Yeah. Let's start here.
Hare Krishna. You mentioned that when we move one step towards Krishna, we move hundreds of.
He comes, not just moves.
Yeah.
He is not moving away.
Steps towards us. So, a few days back, someone was asking me.
Can you speak louder? I think.
A few days back, someone was asking me that what is the proof that Krishna is coming? When you are moving towards Krishna, is this something you are doing as is this also something your selfish desire that you want to have, you want to attain him, and you want to get bliss from him, or is this something that you're doing selfless? So he was, there are two questions here. One, how can you prove that Krishna is coming to you? And second, are you doing this to attain just bliss from him and that's it, then you will throw him away? Or what is your ultimate purpose to even to take that baby steps?
So the question here is, or questions here are, what is the proof that Krishna is coming when I am taking a step to him? That is the question. The scriptures say that the dealings with the Lord are very, very personal. When someone is engaging in the service of the Lord, he himself will know that. But definitely, because everyone is experiencing the presence of Krishna, when one engages in service, that itself is a proof that it works unconditionally. It's not like, okay, it works for you, it doesn't work for me. It works for everyone. What is the proof? When one engages in service, then first of all, he would come from a mode of passion or ignorance to mode of goodness. And then, as today we were discussing, by chanting what is happening, Ananda Buddhi Vardhanam Pratipadam Purnamrita Svadanam. One starts relishing the beauty of chanting. If this is not happening, then we have to check, are we really doing things properly? Yeah? For example, if I want to make a chapati, I need the right ingredients, right? I need the wheat, I need the water, I need the salt. So we have to see, are we putting the right things? And when we put the right thing, obviously the right result will come. Just like when you sow a seed, then the tree is going to come. For some it may take small time, less time, some it may take longer. But definitely the tree is coming if we protect it. Yeah? Just like if the seed is there, if the sun is there, if the water is there, everything is there, but then there are also weeds which are growing around, then what is happening? So we have to be careful if we really want to see. First thing is we have to see, are we practicing properly bhakti? And when we practice properly, Krishna is assuring, when you want proof, Bhagavad Gita, every chapter, last verse is a proof. It is clearly telling, Krishna is declaring, if you do this, I am going to assure. When Krishna is declaring, it's not like false. Yeah, some nation is telling, hey, you know what, after you vote for me, I'll give you all facilities. This is not an election. It is not election that after election is over, then we see the reality. It is the Lord who is declaring, and He is saying asamshaya. Yeah, we were reading other day. Asamshaya means without doubt it will happen. Huh? Krishna. So one is this praman. The books are there for praman. If you take Srimad Bhagavatam, that is also giving us praman, because so many have practiced bhakti and they attained happiness. So many have practiced bhakti, they saw Krishna is happy. Huh? So that is second. And what about my personal experience? Am I going to have the same thing? Maybe my body will start trembling or my hands raise on my... Yeah? When we practice properly, yeah, we see so many... When Prabhupada was there, his disciples, so many have given up meat eating, so many have given up gambling, so many have given up intoxication. Now, that itself isn't a proof. If someone wants to give up smoking, we know how difficult it is. If someone wants to give up intoxication, how difficult it is. But when someone takes to the bhakti process, they have automatically given up. They don't even have genuine interest of going back to them. Personal. Yeah? When we take to our process, we also start coming to the mode of goodness. This is first symptom. Whatever we didn't have, na? How are we able to come to mode of goodness? Now. We have been trying as yearly resolution for 10 years, 20 years, it didn't work. Why it's working now? Because Krishna is helping. Huh? Rishabh Prabhu? Because Krishna is personally, we can see His hand in our life that He is arranging. Anything can happen to us, but why this same thing happened to us? So that it's improving us, giving opportunity for service. In that way, people can have a person. If we introspect our life, just we have to do what? Sit in a very nice place, and then we have to introspect what is happening in our life. When I am practicing bhakti, what is happening? When we introspect, then we can see. How? Because the Lord who is present inside our heart as Paramatma, He is going to see, hey, Rishabh, now he is turned to me. Let me give him the enlightenment. Let me give realization so that he understands bhakti works. Yes, Prabhu? Second question, I forgot. What is it?
Second was that
You
what
forgot.
is the purpose? What is the purpose of us to take even this first steps to Krishna? Is this,
what should be the
are we
motivation?
selfish or
Is motivation. What is the motivation, right? The best motivation is to engage in the service selflessly. That it's not about me. It's not because I'm going to get something in this deal. Let me do. Krishna is saying Sarva Dharma Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Raja. He is saying the best duty one can do is what? To go to Him. To give up everything and come to me. This is what Lord is saying. So it is not a privilege actually. It is not a privilege that okay, let me take or not. It is Krishna is declaring it's a duty. And now how best we will do the duty? Anyway we have to do, whether we like or not, whether we get or not. But Krishna is assuring, if you do na, what I am going to do? Sarva pabebhyo mokshayasami mamscha. He is saying, if you do very sincerely, all your sins, I am going to take them off from your chart. So Krishna is not just the guy who is going to take. He is going to give us the solution, the problem we couldn't solve. All these years we tried, didn't work. What we have to do, one thing, give up all other things and engage in His service. Yeah? Whether we like or not, whether we are happy or not. But okay, Krishna is saying there will be happiness. Ananda Kanda. There will always be happy. If it doesn't motivate, that's fine. If you don't want that motivation, even fine. But it will come. Whether you take it or not, it will come. Happiness is assured. Whether we want to take it or not, whether we want to enjoy or not, that's okay. No, I don't have time. Bhagwan, I want to serve you. Keep on doing. That is anyway nice. If something is coming, that's okay. Thank you. Any questions further? Last. Yes, please.
Prabhu, can you stand up?
Can you stand up, Rishabh Prabhu? Can you give the mic?
My question. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Every question is important, yeah, please.
My question is, do we anyway make some wrong understanding within ourselves regarding this shloka from Bhagavad Gita, Sarvadharman Parityaja Mamakam Sharanam Vraja? Because Arjuna was a warrior and he was doing what he was supposed to do even after Mahabharata. So he is not basically giving up all his duties, he is basically taking the recommendations from Krishna and doing it for Krishna making happy. So my question is, what literally Krishna wants to convey?
I'm reading the translation for you.
Which verse is it?
1866. Of course, purport, please read yourself, it's very long, but I'll read the translation. Abandon all varieties of religion. There are different kinds of religion. And just surrender unto me, I shall deliver you from all sinful reaction. Do not fear. And now coming to your question. When Arjuna is a Kshatriya, and his duty is to do what? To fight. So Krishna is not stopping that. Krishna is saying, even if you do as a service to me, that is fine. That is the difference. It is not just only fighting. Krishna is not just saying, hey Kshatriya means you have to fight. It is not just fighting. It is fighting for what? Dharma. This is Dharma Yuddha. Yeah? The war, the battle is the Dharma Yuddha. And he's saying, don't go into the pseudo religions like thinking that, my dharma is to do this, my dharma is to do that, my dharma is to, yeah. We have certain hierarchy of dharmas. As a student, you have dharma. As a householder, you have dharma. As a vanaprastha, you have dharma. As a brahmachari, you have dharma. As a vaishya, you have dharma. But of all the dharmas, Krishna is saying, if one is able to come to this platform of directly serving him, sarva dharma, all the so-called dharma, these are also dharma, but the best dharma is to do what? To engage in the service. He is not saying just sit idle. He is saying engage in the service. That service can be, if you want, you can serve him as a Kshatriya, you can serve him as a Vaishya, you can serve him as a Brahmana, you can serve him as a householder. Even if you are not belonging to all these, you can still serve. There is no choice. You're getting the point? Because there are two. There is Varnashrama that we are talking now. Chaturvida Varna, Gunakarma Vibhagasha. I am dividing these 4 classes of men based on the Guna and Karma. But this is only one level. This is only the basic level so that people can come practice Vedas, can practice Vedic living, they can come to the mode of goodness. But that's not everything. What is everything is concluded in this verse. What is that? Abandon everything, engage yourself in my service. And then what is the benefit? We can be fearless. In Kali, in the material world, to lead a fearless life is very difficult, isn't it? We are scared of something, this or that or that. What is the medicine for that? I don't know if it touches your question. I don't know. Yeah. Thank you.
I have one more question.
If we have.
I just forgot the shloka, but the meaning was like Krishna basically compares himself with Kapil Muni, and Kapil Muni was who was a praneta of Sankhya Darshan, that is different from Bhagavad Gita Sankhya, and that is Nastik Sankhya. So why Krishna is considering himself as Kapil Muni, who is basically propagating the Nastik Darshan?
So Krishna is propagating the Sankhya philosophy. Yeah, there are 2 kinds of Kapila Munis. Yeah, one Kapila Muni is elaborately telling about how is this whole material world created and how everything is there. which means it shows how that Kapila Muni, who is none other than the expansion of Krishna himself, you may know, he is telling the topmost philosophy of these remits. So when he is comparing, in the 11th chapter, he is comparing himself to that person. Mruganam, what is Krishna? Lion. Does it mean the lion is Krishna and Krishna is lion? To emphasize that the supremacy of the Lord, that he has picked Kapila Muni. Yeah?
Thank you, Prabhupada.
Thank you. Srila Prabhupada ki Hare Krishna. कैसे हैं आप? कैसे हैं?